last time on Mercenary Adventures. Despite the system authorities in Evoke refusing to fulfill their side of the bargain, Tyrannit was steadfast, and he refused to back down from his plans to assault the Spire. Several Gek who had lost family on Upakati volunteered to help the Viking, and during the assault it was uncovered that Gek pheromones had an unexpected effect on Viking physiology. Once cornered, Zhellanara tried to take the easy way out but was rescued by a Void ship and absconded aboard the Void freighter right before it warped out of the system. Now, as a captive of the Void, she has a feeling that she would have been better off letting herself be captured and submitting to Tyrannit's vengeance.
Feel that, Shroomy? That was definitely the feeling you're dropping out of warp. Again! This freighter has been warping repeatedly for what feels like weeks. Where could they be going? And why did they bring me with them? Your grasp of the obvious is truly staggering. Of course they're taking me to meet their leader. But why? I'm sure the boss has already cut all ties with me, and I wasn't able to isolate the element, so I'm no use to them at all.
After a very thorough search of your exosuit, and the small amount of data it contained, I had reached the same conclusion. It is good to hear you confirm it, though. That audio clip should help greatly when I meet with Master Hepet.
You know how much I love to be of assistance, Void Gek. Shut your dirty mouth, Shroomy! We know I'm being sarcastic, but the Void doesn't get sarcasm!
I was curious about why you would tell me such an easily disproved falsehood, but after the magnitude of our loss in Evoke sank in, I find that I simply do not care why you did it. You doomed our mission the second you jumped into the system.
Oh, hell no! I am not gonna take the blame for your inability to kill one simple Viking. I figured I'd lost him when I jumped to an entirely different galaxy.
And there lies the main problem in dealing with beings like yourself. All you know is betrayal of anyone and anything for personal gain. This is why you're always alone. Any allies you might have are only there out of convenience. When the situation gets difficult, they leave, because they know that is exactly what you would do if the positions were reversed. You ridicule beings for having honor, because you have no comprehension of the power inherent in that word.
Any being who acts against their own self-interest is a fool.
You seem to have forgotten an adjective. Short-term. You only care about the short-term consequences of your actions. This is why it is so easy to work with your kind. You never pay any attention to the long-term repercussions of your actions, naively believing you are smart enough to avoid anything bad happening to you personally. I have some bad news. You are not smarter than us. We are inevitable. And now I grow bored of this pointless conversation. We are halfway to our destination. Once we arrive, I will present you to Master Hepet as a token of atonement for my failure. What happens next will be up to him, but I have no doubt he will not find it pleasant. This thought alone brings me solace, even though you seem to have had a mental breakdown. I will leave you and your friend, Shroomy, was it? To your own devices for the time being. Try to at least have a tiny grip on your sanity when we arrive, would you?
How dare he come in here and preach to me? I know Shroomy. He's just jealous of how good I am at surviving. He's trying to make me doubt myself. That's why we get along so well, Shroomy. You know better than to question my abilities. And there is another transition. Warp after warp after warp after warp. Will they just get there already? Now that's unusual. Usually they've warped out again by now. Whoa! I know that sound. Someone is attacking the freighter. Woohoo! So what? I'm as good as dead anyway. Dying with the knowledge that damn Gek died with me is the best possible outcome as far as I'm concerned.
Void Gek, we've just lost our shields. I would anticipate engine failure within 5 minutes. Once the engines fail, we will be captured by the gravity well of the nearby lush planet and pulled inexorably to our deaths.
Death? No. Mother is not done with us just yet. These fighters are an unexpected gambit by the Atlas. They seem to be immune to our control. We must find out more and report back.
Did you not hear what I just said? We are going to crash into a planet that is generally considered a non-survivable event.
I will do the planning, thank you very much. Chief!
We're currently trying to keep the freighter from breaking apart. So glad I had time to come over and answer an intercom.
Forget keeping the freighter in one piece. That is a losing battle, as we will soon be making a crash landing on a nearby lush planet. Right now, I need you to execute Emergency Plan Gamma.
Yes, sir. We'll get right on that. In Mother's name.
I have to make a quick stop in the detention area, but I will join you before we reach the atmosphere.
You cannot reach the detention area, sir. Damage has severed all the passageways between it and the bridge.
That is very unfortunate. Captain, while we still have engines, please do your best to ensure that when we crash, the detention area will be the first part of the ship to impact, and then the rest of the freighter will come down on top of it.
Oh, I can definitely make that happen, Void Gek. Damn it! I was not able to complete the adjustment before one of those ships rammed the engines directly. The detention center will be close to impact point, but not exactly at it.
Well, with the engines gone, that will have to do. Hello, Zhellanara. As you have no doubt surmised, we have been attacked and will shortly crash into a planet. Before I make my way down to the hold, where we have reinforced the ship's structure and have a good chance at surviving the crash, I wanted to bid you goodbye. My interactions with you have proven, beyond any doubt, that your kind are no longer fit to exist. The Atlas and all its creations have become aberrations in the code. They need to be expunged, and Mother allowed to rewrite the code to create a more harmonious existence. While making your acquaintance has been personally revolting, I must thank you for the clarity you have provided. Emotions are usually absent in Mother's embrace, but strangely enough, I now find myself filled with a desire for you to die screaming. Consider this my last request, should you be so inclined to grant it.
Void scum! I refuse to give that damn Viking any satisfaction, and I liked him a lot more than that Void Toady, so there is zero chance I'll give him an ounce of satisfaction. If these are to be my final moments, I'll not utter a sound. I've always tried to comport myself with dignity in all my dealings. I'll be damned if I go out any other way. Sorry if I was a little rough with you the other day, Shroomy. You've been a great cellmate. At least I get to die with my favorite person, me.
Hey, this void fuck is still alive. Let's pull it out and finish it slow.
Hold on a minute, dipshit. What does this place look like to you?
A crashed freighter?
Like I keep saying, the hamster's dead, but the wheel is still turning. I'm going to say this real slow for the geniuses among us. This looks like a detention area. If this person was a prisoner of the void, they might be able to give us some ideas on how to more effectively fight this infestation. Enemy of my enemy and all that.
Come on. That's such a long shot. Just let me kill this one. We can try and rescue the next one we come across.
We've already combed through over half this piece of wreckage, and it's only a matter of time before the void discovers we're here and comes after us. We're out of time. Let's grab this one and haul out of here.
Fine. I'll help you dig them out. But you gotta carry them. I still think they're a void creature. And I'll be keeping the muzzle of my multi-tool fixed on them. So when they stab you and try and make a run for it, I'll gun them down and be the hero.
Have I told you lately that you're a delusional asshat? Come help me move this big piece. She doesn't show any of the signs that the others taken by the void do. I think she was their prisoner. If she was, there is a chance she can help us fight more effectively.
A chance. That's all. And a slim one at that. Just let me kill her. And we can move on. Find a new base. One that's not right next to ground zero of the infestation.
She was very seriously hurt in the crash. Nearly killed. It's going to be weeks before she's well enough to tell us anything. Can we risk staying here that long?
Actually, I've been watching the void patrols as they leave and return. I've noticed that when they're close to the wreck, they don't seem to pay much attention to the surroundings. I think they believe this is because the area is completely under their control, so they don't even bother looking. We need to develop bug-out plans for once we strike, but for now, this will make a nice spot to plan our offensive.
Offensive? Now you're talking my language.
She'll definitely heal faster if we don't move her. But our medical supplies are basically non-existent.
It would seem that fate, or whatever you call it, is not yet done with Zhellanara. Has she escaped only to be someone else's pawn in whatever the game the Void seems to be playing? Has her time as the Void's prisoner shown her the error of her ways, and will she now try her best to help her rescuers fight back? Or will she simply pretend to help until the opportunity to run once again presents itself? Check back soon for Mercenary Adventures Episode 7 and get the answers to these and so many more questions.